What's up, everyone, and welcome to Real Me and Colton, a movie podcast where you didn't really ask for it, but hey, we're going to give it to you anyways. This is a podcast where we typically talk about everything, anything, and only anything about movies. I'm one of your co-hosts, Chase Lee, and hey guys, listen, if you were searching on the internet for some other random podcast and you accidentally came across this one about the Golden Globe coverage, then you came to the right one, my friends. Anyways, guys, I'm Chase Lee, as you guys know, and if you're new, congratulations, you still don't know me. I usually have a podcast on Sundays with Joel where we go over movies and everything, and every once in a while I'll have like an extra episode to let you guys sink your teeth into, get a little extra flavor throughout the week. And the Golden Globe nominations for this year have been announced this morning, and I'm going to go over all the film categories, and I will... out of all the films I've seen, I'll let you guys know what should win and what will win, and what my thoughts are, and what movies I still need to see. But just to give you guys a little bit of coverage for the 2018 Golden Globe Awards ceremony, which is going to be held on January 7th. But how you guys doing? You guys doing pretty good? It was basically just yesterday when we last saw each other. So, and speaking of that, the episode that we recorded yesterday is up, episode 209. Joel and I are joined by Bryan Sudfield, and we go over the Disaster Artist and a bunch of other stuff. So that's the main episode throughout the week that you guys have a treat to. But, here's the extra episode for the Golden Globe. So without any further ado, guys, let's go ahead and get this started. It's not going to be a long extra episode, but I want to give you guys a little bit of something. I don't know what that was. All right, so let's start with the bottom and we'll work our way to the top. Best original score for a motion picture: Hans Zimmer for Dunkirk, John Williams for The Post, Carter Burwell for 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, Johnny Greenwood, Phantom Thread, and Alexandra Desplat, The Shape of Water. Now, I've only seen two out of the 5, so we're off to a good start. I've yet to see 3 Billboards, Shape of Water, and Phantom Thread. But starting with Phantom Thread, just knowing Johnny Greenwood's score and what was it, The Master from Paul Thomas Anderson as well, that was just it blew my mind on how much extra flavor it added to the movie. I have yet to see 3 Billboards, like I said. I don't know Carter Burwell by heart. Alexander Desplat is an awards darling. So, and I've heard a lot of great things about the music of Shape of Water, just haven't seen it. But out of the 2, I have seen Dunkirk. Hans Zimmer, beautiful score. Also, paired with amazing sound design and sound editing and mixing overall. And then John Williams for The Post. I have seen The Post, and it's not like the best music, but it's a nice accompaniment. I will just say that. So out of the 2 I've seen, 3 I haven't seen. To be honest with you, I think the 2 movies that have the best chance at winning are The Shape of Water and The Post. My personal pick out of the 2 I've seen is Dunkirk. So what will win is probably going to be The Shape of Water or The Post. I'm going to lean more towards The Shape of Water. And what should win... I'm hoping Phantom Thread's music is good because I really like Johnny Greenwood's work. So that would be my personal pick if once I ever do see it. But I do think The Shape of Water will probably take this one. But out of the 2 I've seen, Dunkirk would be my pick. The Post was fine. Next one, Best Original Song. We have "Remember Me" from Coco. We have "Mighty River" from Mudbound. We have "The Star" from The Star. We have "This Is Me" from The Greatest Showman, and we have "Home" from Ferdinand. So, out of the ones I've seen Coco and The Greatest Showman. Believe it or not, I actually saw that yesterday. So, I haven't seen Mudbound, so I don't know how that is, and that's sung by Mary J. Blige, and she's also in the movie. The Star is one of those Christian animated movies, never got around to it, and that's Mariah Carey. Coco, the Remember Me song, which is absolutely tear-jerking. Ferdinand, that's cool. And The Greatest Showman, I will say, I'm not going to review The Greatest Showman right here, but I will tell you that it should have not been a musical, but in its defense, I actually like this song. It's catchy as hell. and it actually does have a good message, so I'll give it that. It's a good song. But my pick and what will win, what should win, is "Remember Me" from Coco. That song that appears, a couple times throughout the movie, it's just absolutely heartbreaking. And when little Miguel sings it at the very end to Grandma Coco at the end, it tore me apart. And it's a great way. It's a nice little kind of bow on top of the already great present that is Coco. It happens at the very end. It's very somber. It hits you right in the emotions, and it's just a really good song. So I think that will win, and that should win from the ones I have seen, even though The Greatest Showman it's catchy. Best screenplay from a motion picture, Greta Gerwig for Lady Bird, Liz Hannah and Josh Singer for The Post, Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, Martin McDowell, Aaron Sorkin, Molly's Game, and Guillermo del Toro, The Shape of Water. Now, I have seen 3 of these movies. The only 2, you guys know which 2. This one's a tough one, because here's going to be my main issue with the award season going from this point on. Are they going to go more the political route and more the, kind of middle finger to the Trump administration? Or are they actually going to pick a screenplay kind of out of the blue and, do something different that actually deserves the award? I'm not saying that The Post doesn't deserve it. I think it's a good movie. It's a very good movie. But I don't want the winners to be picked for a political motive. I just want the actual winner to be picked on honest grounds. That's all I'm saying. I have seen Molly's Game. I don't think there's an embargo on it, but I will tell you that the screenplay is probably the best part. The direction is the weakest part, and Aaron Sorkin did both. It's a good script, so I'll give it that. The Shape of Water, I cannot wait to see it. I'll probably see that on Wednesday, and it looks inventive, and I always like a good fantasy film. Three Billboards, I've never seen In Bruges or Seven Psychopaths, but from what I've seen and what I've heard from people is that Martin McDowell is really good at applying black comedy, dark comedy into real life scenarios and really making it hilarious but also heartfelt and just really kind of poignant. So I enjoy those. But my pick and what should win, and I still don't know if it'll win. Lady Bird is my pick because I have seen this movie. I do think it's a perfect movie. If you guys want to see my full review, go to my YouTube channel. But Lady Bird is a really well-written script, a really great coming-of-age film that has humor, heart, and just a lot of relatability. And I think Greta Gerwig, completely nailed that. But unfortunately, they're probably going to go the political route. It's either going to be The Post or... I don't know. I think it will actually be The Post and Lady Bird. I think that's the 2 that they're going to go for this category. A dark horse would probably be The Shape of Water. I don't think Molly's Game or Three Billboards has a fighting chance, but they were never going to fight anyways. It was basically going to be between The Post and Lady Bird, and I think Shape of Water has a outside chance. But my personal pick and what I think will probably win is Lady Bird. But The Post, damn it, The Post will probably get it. All right, Best Director from a Motion Picture, Christopher Nolan for Dunkirk, Martin McDowell for Three Billboards, Steven Spielberg for The Post, Guillermo del Toro for The Shape of Water, and Ridley Scott for All the Money in the World. Didn't Ridley Scott just do reshoots like 3 weeks ago? It's incredible that this movie has as many nominations as it has. I mean, because we're not done yet. Well, like I said, I've seen Dunkirk and The Post. And no one's seen All the Money in the World, so that's kind of unfair to everyone. But once again, Three Billboards, Shape of Water, I will see it. But I'm very aware of Del Toro's directorial style, Nolan's, Spielberg's, Scott's, and, I haven't seen Martin McDowell's any directorial movies, but I've seen trailers, I've seen, clips, and, he's really good at writing characters and dialogue, and so I know how this guy functions. I gotta be honest with you. They're probably going to go with Steven Spielberg. But I gotta be honest with you, from a directing standpoint, The Post is good. I think Spielberg does a great job. It moves at a swift pace. It's good stuff. But if you want to talk pure direction and pure excitement, setting up grand sets, corralling a bunch of extras, really forming a movie with minimal dialogue, with a lot of action scenes, and making it as emotionally impactful as Dunkirk, then you are a winner in my book. My pick is Christopher Nolan, and he's probably got a 60% chance. But unfortunately, the Foreign Press Association really loves Spielberg, Del Toro, and Scott. So I don't know. It could be a toss-up between Nolan and Spielberg, to be honest with you. But I mean, if Ridley Scott is in there, I'm assuming they saw some cut of the movie and they obviously liked it enough to put it in there. I don't think he should be in there. I probably swap out. Actually, I don't know. It's really tough who I'd switch out because I haven't seen two of these, or 3 out of the 5. But my personal pick is Christopher Nolan because I think that is a fantastic directorial effort of that movie. But Spielberg or possibly Del Toro might win. Del Toro might sneak in there because The Shape of Water, as you guys will kind of see from this list, it's been nominated a lot, so it's got a good chance. So I take that back. My personal pick is Christopher Nolan. I think Del Toro might actually sweep this. And what they'll probably do with the post is give it screenplay awards and leave the director and best picture to the other films. The next one is Best Performance by an Actress in a Supporting Role. Now, this is not comedy or drama. This is just all-encompassing. We have Allison Janney for I, Tonya. We have Hong Chow from Downsizing. We have Mary J. Blige from Mudbound. Laurie Metcalf, from Lady Bird. And Octavia Spencer for The Shape of Water. I have not seen 1, 2, 3, 4 of these, so I've only seen Laurie Metcalf in Lady Bird. Who's probably going to win is Allison Janney for I, Tonya. I've been hearing nothing but wonderful things from her performance, and she's just downright disgusting and dirty in terms of the way of how she talks to her daughter in that movie. And this performance is resonating with people. So until I see it, it is left to the wayside. But a lot of people are pushing for her. And this almost reminds me of that scenario of J.K. Simmons being a lock for Whiplash. It seems like Allison Janney might just take all the awards home in terms of supporting actress for I, Tonya. So that's probably who's going to win. Obviously, I've only seen one of them, and Laurie Metcalf was good. I think she played a mother that was reserving a lot of feelings, and at the very end she kind of explodes with emotions. But yeah, I mean, she wouldn't be my personal pick. I mean, once I see the others, I might have a different story, but I've been hearing a lot of great things about Allison Janney. It's probably going to be her, will, and should, because it seems like the momentum is just going forward for her. But I can't wait to see it, though. Well, I guess that's not fair, because I haven't seen the other 4, so I guess my pick would be Lady Bird, but, I have no other choice. I guess another cool thing about this is that Mary J. Blige from Mudbound, Netflix getting a nomination. That's kind of cool because the last time they got a nomination, correct me if I'm wrong, was Beast of No Nation when Idris Elba got nominated for Best Lead Actor in a Drama. So that's kind of cool. All right, moving on to Best Performance by an Actor in a Supporting Role. Once again, no drama or comedy, just all-encompassing. Armie Hammer, Call Me By Your Name. Christopher Plummer, All the Money in the World. Sam Rockwell in 3 Billboards. Richard Jenkins in The Shape of Water. And Willem Dafoe in The Florida Project. Now, I've only seen one of these movies. I've seen The Florida Project. And Willem Dafoe is excellent as this kind of like guardian angel of this hotel. He does a wonderful job in the movie. This is going to be tough because, first of all, I'm just really confused as to how Christopher Plummer got into this. He literally shot his scenes 3 weeks ago. They must have shot everything in a week. They must have cut everything within a week and sent it out for them to watch and have enough time to vote, because that's kind of impressive. This is the type of stuff of legend, and there will probably be a movie based on this. Now, the only thing I'm worried about is if this Foreign Press Association, this board of people, are just going to stick it to Kevin Spacey and just be like, well, yeah, Christopher Plummer nominated, he's going to win. We're going to show this, sexual assaulter what's up. And listen, if Christopher Plummer deserves it, he deserves it. But I want, like I said, with the other category about the post, is that I want these to be, honest, just honest, answers and, nominations and votes from these people, and not just, make a statement. That's not what we're here for. Please judge them on their merit. But if he's in there, they must have saw it and liked something, so that's cool. I've been hearing Sam Rockwell from 3 Billboards is absolutely stunning in 3 Billboards, and he is the best part, actually. I've been hearing Richard Jenkins from The Shape of Water is pretty good, and Armie Hammer is probably the strongest one in this category for Call Me By Your Name, and I do believe Call Me By Your Name is going to do a lot of damage this award season. It is made by a foreign film director, so you put 2 and 2 together. To be honest with you, my pick is Willem Dafoe, because that's the only one I've seen, but he's really good in the movie. But make no mistake about it, Armie Hammer is probably going to win this. And if they want to be dumb and make a statement, Plummer's going to win. But I do think Call Me By Your Name, it's Armie Hammer's year, and he's going to sweep up, hopefully. But I think since this is made by a foreign film director, it's got a fighting chance. But make no mistake about it, any 5 of these guys have a chance. I honestly don't know, because I have only seen 1 out of the 4. But if I had to pick, I've been hearing great things from Armie Hammer and Sam Rockwell, so those are the 2 kind of momentum, buzzworthy performances. But my pick's for Willem Dafoe, because that's all I've seen. Okay. Next one is Best Performance by an Actress in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy. Emma Stone for Battle of the Sexes, Helen Mirren for The Leisure Seeker, Margot Robbie for I, Tonya, Judi Dench for Victoria and Abdul, and Saoirse Ronan, I'm always going to screw that name up, sorry, for Lady Bird. I've seen Victoria and Abdul, and I've seen Lady Bird. I have no idea what the hell The Leisure Seeker is. I missed Battle of the Sexes, and, of course, I have not seen I, Tonya. So this is interesting. I have a feeling that Judi Dench, Helen Mirren, and Emma Stone are in this because the foreign press loves them. I'm just going to go ahead and call it like it is. I think Judi Dench is good in Victoria Abdul, but not like, award-worthy performance. Like, it's a good performance. I like it quite a bit, but it's not something that, blew me away. Like, she plays royalty roles all the time, so that, it's not shocking. This category is going to come between Margot Robbie and Ms. Ronan. Now, I've seen Lady Bird, and I have not seen I, Tonya. But I have a weird, sneaky suspicion, just like with Allison Janney, Margot Robbie is going to take this. As much as I like Ms. Ronan and Lady Bird, I think the actual momentum for performance is really strong with Margot Robbie. So I think she's probably going to win it. And out of the 2 I've seen, of course, Ms. Ronan is the best one. So obviously that's my pick, because that's, I only got 2 choices. But I think I'm going to give this one to Robbie. So I, Tonya, going to probably sweep up in the comedy category. Best Performance by an Actress in a Motion Picture Drama. We have Frances McDormand in 3 Billboards, Meryl Streep in The Post, Sally Hawkins in The Shape of Water, Jessica Chastain in Molly's Game, and Michelle Williams, All the Money in the World. I've only seen one of these movies. Michelle Williams for All the Money in the World. So you're going to nominate Plummer, and you're going to nominate Michelle Williams. That's crazy. Like, this movie must be good or something. Or, like I said, I hope it's just not making a statement. I really hope that, like, they earn their spots here. As far as, like, performances that are missing, I can't think of any right now because I'm dumb. But here, let me pull up something on my phone, and I might have an answer for you guys, because I did write down a list of, like, best actresses. Hold on. You guys doing pretty good? As you can tell, I am wasting time. Oh my god. Guys, it's coming. For dramas, I actually would I really hoped Brooklyn Prince from the Florida Project was in there. She was absolutely stunning as a child actor in that movie for this category. So I take out Jessica Chastain. I've seen Molly's Game. So yeah, I guess I've seen 2 movies in here. She was fine. She's not awards worthy. I've been hearing Frances McDormand is like really good in 3 Billboards. No one has ever seen All the Money in the World. I think the only people that have seen it are the people that voted on this. But I've been also hearing Sally Hawkins. I'm going to be honest with you. They're probably going to give it to Hawkins. I've been hearing a lot of wonderful things from her performance. But then again, the foreign press really loves that Streep. And Meryl Streep is good. She's got a couple good moments in the movie. I still gave the movie a high grade. I'm just not like super high on it, individually. Like as an overall package, it's wonderful. But if I had to pick apart and be like, oh, how's Meryl Streep's performance? Tom Hanks, like everyone is good. It's not a bad thing. It's just, that's just the way I see it. I mean, obviously out of the 2 I've seen, Meryl Streep is the best, but to be honest with you, I think Sally Hawkins will probably win this. Frances McDormand will have a close second, and Meryl Streep will be the dark horse. So that will be a lot of fun to watch. Okay, next one. We have Best Performance by an Actor in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy. This is a weird one. Ansel Elgort, Baby Driver. Daniel Kaluuya, for Get Out. Hugh Jackman, The Greatest Showman. James Franco, The Disaster Artist. And Steve Carell for Battle of the Sexes. This is one of the few categories where I've seen 4 out of the 5. I have not seen Battle of the Sexes, but I haven't heard anything about his performance, so I don't know why he's there. Ansel Elgort is good in Baby Driver, but it's more of an action-heavy role where, it's more believable in the stunts and, the overall character rather than... I don't know what I'm talking about. It's just... I mean, he's good in the movie, but, like, really? I just don't get it. Daniel Kaluuya, that's an interesting one. Because, first of all, Get Out's not a comedy. But, on a second rewatch, Get Out is a really good, well-paced thriller. And, Daniel brings way more than he should have, especially in that sunken place scene. So he does a really good job there. I have seen The Greatest Showman, and Hugh Jackman he's fine, but the problems with the movie are not him, it's his character. But I think this is it's in the bag. James Franco should, and he will win this for his portrayal as Tommy Wiseau in The Disaster Artist. It's just one of those performances where it's all-encompassing, with the drama, the comedy, just well-rounded character, not a caricature, really takes care of the, takes care of the performance. You can see the passion. It's just one of those performances that is going to win something. So I believe he will win, and he should win. Best Performance by an Actor in a Motion Picture Drama. We have Daniel Day-Lewis in Phantom Thread. We have Denzel Washington in Roman J. Israel Esquire. Gary Oldman, Darkest Hour. Timothée Chalamet, Call Me By Your Name. And Tom Hanks, The Post. I have seen 2 movies out of the 5. Did not see Roman J. Israel, but, Denzel Washington always pops up in these Golden Globe nominations, so good for him. But I haven't really heard any momentum from his performance. Daniel Day-Lewis is beginning a lot of nominations within critic groups about his performance in Phantom Thread, and so is PTA for, screenplay, and that's cool and everything, and Daniel Day-Lewis is one of those legends, so this doesn't surprise me. Timothée Chalamet is actually getting a lot of heat, even more than Armie Hammer for his performance. So, once again, foreign filmmaker, foreign-based movie, location-wise, it's very possible. Tom Hanks, sure. Gary Oldman in The Darkest Hour. I thought the movie was okay at best. I felt the story was a little hollow, doesn't really explore anything. It's more of just a kind of performance exhibition for Gary Oldman, and he does a great job, but I think the movie all around him is just kind of okay. But he's probably going to win this. Should he? I haven't seen the others besides The Post, so I'm going to say he will win this, but once I see others, I can't really determine who should, because it could be a three-way tie between Day-Lewis, Oldman, and Chalamet, but I just have no clue. So if I had to take a guess, it's probably going to be between Gary Oldman and Timothée Chalamet, which would be interesting because you have a man who is very young and kind of just breaking out into the industry this year, and then you have another guy who's been doing this for a while and he's going to finally get his dues, so that would be kind of an interesting little battle. But yeah, I need to see the others. All right, best motion picture, musical or comedy, Get Out. No, I'm telling the foreign press to get out because Get Out is a terrible pick for this freaking category. All right, next one is I, Tonya, Lady Bird, the Disaster Artist, and The Greatest Showman. I'm going to tell you right now, The Greatest Showman is not good. It's not a good movie. So get that out of here. And the musical parts in the movie don't even make any fucking sense. Lady Bird, I don't even consider it a comedy, so get that out of here. To be honest, it's probably going to be between I, Tonya and The Disaster Artist. What will win? That's a tough one, because they're probably just going to give it to the better movie out of the bunch, which is Lady Bird. But what should win is The Disaster Artist. But I've also been hearing I, Tonya is great too, so I have no clue, but I think they're going to give it to Lady Bird. I think it's a shoo-in. Get Out actually has like a dark horse chance, which would be pretty interesting. But if I had to pick two of them competing against each other, it would probably be Lady Bird and The Disaster Artist. My pick is The Disaster Artist, but what will win is Lady Bird. All right, best motion picture foreign language. I'm going to go ahead and just skip it because I haven't seen any of them. Sorry. All right, best motion picture animated. We have Coco, Ferdinand, Loving Vincent, The Boss Baby, and The Breadwinner. I've seen two of them, and one of which has Alec Baldwin holding a cookie on the poster. Okay, so The Boss Baby's terrible. I don't know why that's in there. I guess Ferdinand is somewhat good if it, leapt in there. Where is the Lego Batman movie? That would be my question. Yeah, that's kind of disappointing. Never saw Loving Vincent, and I've been hearing The Breadwinner's been really taking off. Now, here's the interesting part. What should win is Coco. Like, I want Coco to win everything. But The Breadwinner is actually getting a lot of heat, and it is a foreign film, and this is a Foreign Press Association award show. So do not be surprised if The Breadwinner wins this. But if it does, Coco is going to win at the Oscars. But make no mistake about it, Coco and The Breadwinner are going head-to-head, and that's probably what it's going to be like for this award show and the Oscars. But my pick is Coco, and it should win, and it probably will win, but Breadwinner is going to be very close behind, so do not make no mistake about it. And The Boss Baby, that's cool. All right, so best motion picture drama. Call Me By Your Name, Dunkirk, The Post, 3 Billboards, and The Shape of Water. I've only seen 2 of them out of the 5. I'm going to tell you right now that Call Me By Your Name, it's probably going to win this. I really hope they're not just going to do it to make a statement. The Post is probably close behind, just because I know a lot of people are loving it, and I love the movie too, but it's not anywhere in my top 10 at all, because I enjoyed 10 more movies more. But I do think Call Me By Your Name is probably got the best chance. The Post is probably close behind, and outside chance, Shape of Water. I mean, that's probably the 3 they're going to be battling it out. And if I had to pick a 4th one, probably Dunkirk, and then 3 Billboards at the bottom. So, Call Me By Your Name will probably sweep this, and doesn't surprise me. But if they wanted to make a statement, The Post will be close behind, Shape of Water being the dark horse. And that will do it for the 2018 Golden Globe nomination coverage. So thank you for listening. Please check out Speaking of the disaster artist, please check out that episode that we dropped yesterday for you guys. That way you don't just look at this episode and go, well, where's last week's? No, it is there, but you get a double dose. Please let me know down below, what are your thoughts on the Golden Globe nominations? I like watching this award show. It's not my favorite, though, but I'm, definitely looking forward to those Oscar nominations in January. So I'm Chase Lee, guys, and tune in next time for another episode of this crazy-ass podcast. You guys are the best. Peace out. Play that music, boy.